With due respect, I invite on the dais Shri Harit Shukla, IAS, MD, DICDL, for presentation on Dholera Special Investment Region.
First of all, I would like to thank NICDC for giving us this opportunity to talk about Dholera. Dholera, as we all know, is one of the most ambitious projects which has been taken up by Government of Gujarat in association with Government of India. We have already talked about the scale of Dholera. It is 920 square kilometers of area which will be developed over. This area in contextual term has already been compared to Singapore. It is almost equal to the entire national capital region of Delhi, which we are talking about, in a state of Gujarat, which has always been an industry-friendly state and always boasts of a very robust infrastructure as far as road connectivity is concerned, port connectivity is concerned, air connectivity is concerned. Gujarat has always planned for infrastructure in advance, has always delivered on infrastructure. As we all know, a majority of Delhi-Mumbai Freight Corridor falls in state of Gujarat. Besides rail connectivity, port connectivity, air connectivity, we are also one of the states which have been successful in giving digital connectivity in terms of optical fiber has been laid out in almost entire state in every village of Gujarat. It is one of the few states which can boast of a pipeline grid, gas supply and water supply grid across the state, and that is why Gujarat contributes almost 17.4% of India's industrial output, 12.09% of the total renewable power capacity installed in India, and 11% of India's manufacturing units are in Gujarat, whereas Gujarat has a population and area of roughly 6 to 5% of the India. Gujarat has been one of the consistent performers across the sectors. It has ranked number 1 in Logistic Performance Index, Lead Index 2021. It has ranked number 1 in Good Governance Index 2021. It is one of the only state which has an operational PCPIR, which has attracted more than 27 billion of investment. As I said, it is one of the few states to have a fully functional statewide natural gas and water supply grid, 100% electrification, and world-class road and rail infrastructure. It has also been ranked number 1 in Export Preparedness Index 2021 and has been ranked as the best performer in all the state startup rankings by DPIIT in year 2018 and 2019. Gujarat has been consistently attracting majority of foreign direct investment in this country and also the majority of the number of industrial projects which are announced in this country. It is because of consistent performance and always delivering on our promises. We have a very lucrative, very attractive industrial policy 2020, which I'll talk about in detail, and also sector-wise policies related to aerospace and defense, MSME, plastic industries, electronic manufacturing clusters, labor-intensive industries for industrial park and for logistic parks. DICDL also, Dholera SIR also has a land allotment policy which gives a discount of 50% on the land rates for the early investors. For roughly 30% of the land, we are offering 50% of discount on the land, and land can also be allotted for the cluster and the park development in the SIR region. As we all know that Dholera is one of the 8 nodes being developed by DMIC in phase 1, and it is one of the biggest node covering an area of 920 square kilometers. If you look at the location of Dholera, it is in between Ahmedabad and Bhavnagar. A 6-lane expressway is being built from Ahmedabad specially for Dholera, and because of that, the distance of Dholera from Ahmedabad would be roughly 1 hour, 1 hour, 10 minutes. The next international airport of Ahmedabad is coming just next to Dholera. The nearest port is Pipavav port, and another port is being developed in Bhavnagar, which is also very near to 30 to 40 kilometers from Dholera. We have also acquired land along with the expressway for the metro connectivity, and at an appropriate time, high-speed rail connectivity will also be provided for Dholera. As has already been mentioned, that it has largest footprint in terms of a new city, greenfield smart city being developed in India. I'll just talk about various projects at a glance which are being done in the Dholera SIR region. As I said, Dholera International Airport with 2 runways with approximate length of 4,000 meters are being done. That it is the next international airport of Ahmedabad, which is coming just next to Dholera SIR. The land, all the land is in possession. The tender has been done and it has sent for approval for the central government. So we hope that the work on ground will be starting very soon, most probably after this monsoon. Ahmedabad-Dholera 6-lane expressway is already being built on the ground and is likely to be completed by December 23. MRTS, as I said, that along with the expressway, we have already acquired the land for MRTS. The right-of-way is in our possession, and at an appropriate time, we will be doing that. Out of this entire area of 920 square kilometers, right now we are developing what we call as an activation area, which is roughly 22.54 square kilometers, in which 50% of the land is industrial, 28% is residential, and as is in other cities, the services are at the plot level. We also have a lot of area which is in CRZ, more than 400 square kilometers of area, in which we have got environment clearance for a solar park. As of now, a 4,400 megawatt solar park is also being developed, out of which 300 megawatt has already been commissioned by Tata Power. We are also in process of developing a multimodal transport hub. And we are developing Bhimnath-Dholera freight light connecting to DFC. So the tender for this project has also been done. So through this last link, we will be connecting to Delhi-Mumbai freight corridor. This is from Bhimnath, which is from the last station of Western Railway, and Dholera is the last missing link which we are doing. I think I'll not talk about it, but the plug and play infrastructure is common to all the nodes in NICDC. So this is infrastructure which has been planned for next 30 years, dig free, and all the services are at the plot level. What is also unique about Dholera is the plot size and the availability of land. Perhaps Dholera may be the very few places in this country where we can offer land of any size ranging from 1.5 hectare to 100 hectare, or maybe 400, 500 hectares also, because we have plot sizes from 0.5 hectares to 150 hectares. And after combining the plots, we can offer plots up to 400 to 500 hectares also, and beyond that also. So this is what is very, very unique about Dholera, that we have various options of plot size. As I had said earlier, roughly 48% of the area is industrial, 28-30% of the area is residential, 15 to 20% area is for the green areas. So as this is a city which is being planned for the future, we have already allotted land for Tata Chemicals, 126 acre, Renew Power, 100 acres for Torrent Power and HPCL. And we are in advanced talk with the other agencies, other industries, out of which Cheripal, Avada and Polycab have already applied for land to Dholera. So roughly, I think we have land application for more than 400 acres as of now. This is just to give a picture of what is the exact situation on the ground, because we keep talking about Dholera, but now Dholera is ready to welcome all its investors. We have seen how this plug and play operates. This is a picture of before closing the basically the roads. This is how the infrastructure and the various plug and play facilities look like. Various connections which are there available at the plot level, and this is how it looks after the roads are complete. These are actual photographs of Dholera, and we can see the first factory under construction in Dholera, which is the Renew Power factory coming up in Dholera. These are some of the photographs of the big plots which are available in Dholera. This is a sewage treatment plant which is also nearing completion, common effluent treatment plant which is also nearing completion. These are the pumping stations. This is our administrative and business center of Dholera, which can be used for all the people who put up their plants in Dholera. This building has an auditorium in ABCD building, an experience center, banquet hall, meeting halls. Torrent Power is the second licensee for Dholera to provide power besides the UGVCL. Torrent also holds a distribution license in Dholera, and one of the biggest selling point besides the infrastructure and the land is the cheapest land rate, cheapest power tariff which we offer in any industrial park in India. Torrent Power has the distribution right, and they have already made the 66 kV substation functional in Dholera, and have also built the 400 kV substation in the main activation area. This is also a canal front development photographs. So we have used the entire mechanism of draining out the water from the city to a central canal, which has been developed into a canal front, and these are the actual photographs of canal front with lot of gardens and open spaces in Dholera. This is the photograph of the first factory which is coming up in Dholera in a Renew Power construction site. This is 4,400 solar park which has been approved in Dholera with all the environment clearance. So one of the attractive things which we are offering to all the investors is, if you want to build in Dholera, produce in Dholera, you can have access to green power. You can do your production through solar power. This is one of the big incentives that we are basically offering. Already 3,000 megawatt of solar park is functional in Dholera by Tata Power. It is an ideal location for all kind of industries which are non-polluting. It is defense sector, whether it's heavy industry, auto ancillaries, solar industries, pharma, electronics, IT, ITS, or agro and food-based companies. We are now ready with all the infrastructure. We have reached a stage where we are ready to welcome all the investors to Dholera. It is my request to all of you, and I extend a very warm invitation to all of you to visit Dholera and see for yourself. It is India's first platinum rated green city. I once again thank the NICDC for giving this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for a remarkable presentation.